Okay. Do you think that Grayling is going to reimburse my wife for the fees she's going to have to pay due to their incompetence or embezzlement or whatever it is that's happening there, targeting, whatever it is? Oh, she's going to have to pay the fee to the bank to get copies of the canceled checks. Are they going to reimburse her for that when she gets the copies of the checks and shows them, hey, I did pay my taxes. You accused me of being a deadbeat who don't pay my taxes. After I go out, make sure I go out of my way to make sure the taxes are paid because I don't want to look like somebody like that in your little town, right? I mean, they don't even know who my wife is. And then they go and they piss on her good name, because they've got somebody that's either grossly incompetent, shouldn't have the job, or grossly untrustworthy. Either way, the person that's doing this job, this is being exposed now, that this person shouldn't have this job. And I want this person to be fired from their job for attacking my wife like this, for allowing my wife to be attacked due to their incompetence or embezzlement, whatever it is they're doing, right? I want my wife reimbursed. You see? I mean, this is a small town. She made sure that she went out of her way to, look like an upstanding citizen. Here, she pays her bills on time, her rent, everything's paid on time. She doesn't owe anybody anything in this town. And here, her taxes been paid. She's free and clear of this. And they're screwing up, paying water bills with tax bills and tax bills with water bill checks. I mean, like they can't read a memo. On the check in the memo, it says whether it's for the water bill or for the tax, right? They came in a separate envelope. Who's in the mail department that's opening up mail from two different departments and throwing it in one bin? Who's that retard? I mean, somewhere along the line, there's something in the chain that is grossly messed up when we got two problems happening at once. Just because my wife dared to send two checks on the same day, right? To the same building. Okay, I mean, come on, man. And now, she suddenly didn't pay $28 in 2013 and $10 in 2012. That's bullshit. All right, that's just flat out bullshit. Because my wife makes sure that it's paid all the way by the end of the year. All right, it's on a ledger. And every time a payment is due, she marks it off and marks down the balances now, right? And on all those years, it's down to zero. Okay? She's not going to try and skate off on paying her taxes in a little town like this where it'll besmirch her name. But these people don't care. They'll besmirch her name anyway and say, oh, she didn't pay her taxes. That's bullshit. That's that now I've been accused of slander for talking about shit that's actually happened to me and bad service that I've received from people. This actually is slander. She has documentation, proof that she paid this shit, and they're saying that she didn't pay it. Aggravating the fuck out of her. She sent them a $47 check and she only owed $7 in taxes, supposedly. All right, well, they're supposedly going to send her the $47 check back. Okay? Now, they didn't. What they did is they send her a letter instead. That we got your $7 check. Well, this is two checks that you got at the same building, and they still at the water department claim that they didn't get their check. Bullied my wife into paying the whole bill, right? Out of her bank account. Yeah. Or they were going to cut her off, even though they didn't send her a disconnect notice. You see the kind of stuff that's happening here? This is like brutish, small town, like shit that you would see like on Deliverance or something. One of the movies where in a small town they get away with whatever they want to do. That's the kind of shit that's happening here for real. It's like the movies, man. They for real think that they can do whatever they want just because everybody in this town is related and everybody knows everybody, right? So if like an outsider comes to this town, they think that they can bully them and treat them any kind of way they want and get away with it. And up till now, they have been getting away with it unchecked. But here I am, I'm checking them. You see, I'm telling you about the white devils, little pink rednecks hiding behind their little office in the city hall that are targeting my wife, right? Yeah, it's like they've decided they want to try and bully her. Well, they don't realize that my wife's response to bullying is to get tougher and to stand her ground. Yeah, so it's like you're not going to run her out of the town, but what will happen is God will send devils and angels to work in collusion together against them, and they will get ran from their jobs, from their positions that they're abusing to target my wife, and they will get driven from the town. If they were trying to drive my wife from the town, the intent they had on my wife is what will happen to them. It's a weird thing God does with intent of the heart, okay? So it's like they have this evil intent of the heart to fuck with my wife for some reason. I don't know why. She's never done anything evil to anybody. It's most especially anybody in this town. She's done 4 people, but not to anybody. And now these freaks, when she first moved here, they put a water bill in excess of $600 and something in her name from a previous tenant, right? And expected her to pay it. She had to pay almost all of it to keep it off of her fucking credit report. They owe her hundreds of dollars already from jump. And then now they're pulling this shit. It's like, what happened? What inbred redneck decided that they know something about my wife, decided to act like an inbred with power instead of somebody that is going to respect their position of authority, right? Respect your fucking position of authority instead of pissing all over it just because you're a redneck, stupid fucking inbred, white devil. It's like, goddamn, my wife paid those taxes already. Now she's got to go embarrass you at the fucking city hall. Hey, they're so stupid and incompetent there that they lost the record that I paid them. It's like, you see what they are? They're stupid. You should be required that every time fucking somebody sends you a check, you send them a receipt and you make a copy of that receipt and you log it in their fucking account. Yeah, and if you ain't doing that, well, you ain't doing your job. What are you doing? What are y'all doing in the office with the office hour time that you're supposed to be doing something with your job with, right? What's happening there? Are you come drunk from diddling each other? What's happening? You just got to wonder, what do they do? Because they're not doing their job. I'd love a job like that where I can go in, check in, sit up, put my feet up, go on Facebook, Twitter, just do whatever the fuck I want to do and not do my job. And then accuse people, besmirch their name, say that they didn't pay their taxes because I didn't do my job and log it properly. Just let that money slip right through the fucking office. Fucking get it, fucking the check got cashed. The money went to the fucking city, right? And this reminds me of how Ionia County in Michigan, they had some kind of scam going where they weren't forwarding the money that they were taking from deadbeat dads, right? And they weren't forwarding the money to the kids or the mothers that they were collecting it for. They had collected up over years more than $70 million. Okay? Now, what did they do when they finally got caught? Did they do what was right and distribute that money to the families, even though, they were older now? You still distribute it. It's their money. No, what did they do? They sowed more evil seed on their community by giving that money to the road commission. You see? You see how evil people are that are in power? They get caught red-handed, and instead of doing what's right in response to it, they do more evil. And that's what's happening with these little inbred redneck towns, is they do what they want. They know the judges, they know the cops, they know everybody, and they all their family and friends, and they all stand behind each other. So it's like if you're the outsider that dare say something, you got police sitting on the corner watching you, right? You got motherfuckers trying to criminalize you for shit that ain't criminal. It's like for real, they're like watching you. You see, it's like they're watching me online. It's like they backdoored my computer and fucked it all up. It's like, damn, listening to my phone calls. It's like, what you gonna catch from somebody that don't violate no laws? What you gonna get, fool? You see, that's what's happening here. It's a gross abuse of authority and power in a way that is not supposed to be used, right? It's like they act like my wife's a deadbeat who don't pay her bill. She's abided by the payment arrangements for 7 years, Never violated it once. Always had the check there on time. She sent another check with that check. Now they got the other check in the same building, in the same mailroom. Now where's the check for the water department, right? You see how conveniently they changed the policy in the very next pay cycle when she sends the check in and it's due to get there in plenty of time, a week ahead of time. The other check got there that she sent it with the same day, right? Less than a mile from her house, right? The other check got there. They're going to say they didn't get that check. Conveniently, after they changed the policy where, if you don't pay if you're even a day late with your payment arrangement, then we're going to cut the water off and you got to pay the whole bill plus the reconnect fee to have it turned back on, right? And then they sent guys around the very next week, like a couple days after it was late, to turn the water off. Right? They were there to turn her water off. I just happened to be there. They were going to just turn her water off while she was gone at work. Okay? She didn't even get a disconnection notice before that. That's violation of due process. Grayling, stupid inbred. You need to know the law before you call yourself bullying people and shit, because you got some authority. Oh, I'm a big redneck and I'm gonna go stop them little motherfuckers. Why don't you swill a little more beer, eat a few more prescription drugs, and snort some more meth? Fucking goddamn diddle your cousin a little bit more. Inbred? Yeah, because you act really fucking inbreded, don't you? Yeah, it's like fucking then my wife, after she gets bullied into paying the whole amount out of her fucking goddamn, I would have been asking questions. Okay, they got the bill at the tax office down the hall from you. How come you don't got your check? What's happening? Why don't you walk down the hall and see if they got two checks? Why don't you go ask the mailroom where the other check is? They're probably sitting there looking at the goddamn check, okay? Because they have targeted her. There's a targeting campaign happening here. If you look at these videos, a series of videos, I'm not making this shit up. I'm just responding to it, okay? I wouldn't make shit up. I have enough negative drama. It seems like every time something gets put down, somebody else picks something up. And here you go. Just recently put something else down, and now it's like, damn, going after my wife for what? She didn't do nothing to nobody here. So it's like, that's real inbred. You go after some people who ain't done nothing evil. You know, they're good people. They pay their bills on time and shit. And you let the motherfucking meth junkies and the heroin junkies and the dope dealers run amok to do what they want. Kind of shit is that? That's fucked up shit, right? Yeah. So it's like, you know, I'm witnessing this shit and I'm responding to it. That's all it is. And you see these videos, man, it's just response. You know, it's enraging. You know, it's like I need to ventilate. My blood pressure's up. I'm having to smoke mega amounts of fucking goddamn medical grade cannabis to keep my blood pressure down because, you know, it does work for that. So it's like, my wife's not going to get reimbursed. She's got to be troubled and inconvenienced going to these fucking, to the bank and, you know, getting copies of, this check number. She's got to go dig through her fucking shit from a few years back and see what check numbers, you know, paid what, you know. And you know what I'm saying? It's like she's got to do all this dumb shit because these fucking people are either targeting her or they're horribly incompetent or they're thieving. Or a combination of all three. Right? It's just not right, man. People minding their own business. They go to work. They do a good job. Anybody can ask. My wife does a very good job. She goes the extra mile for people that other people in her position wouldn't do. They just tell people, fuck you. That's not my job. My wife don't do that, though. She takes time out of her day for all the fucking slow-minded motherfuckers around here. And then to reward her with this fucking onslaught, you know, you're some inbred dumb shit. Yeah, based on what? Oh, well, you see, God strategically blessed my wife before you came after her, so she had the money for the water bill. Oh, took the wind out of your sails, didn't God? Yeah, he's a powerful motherfucker like that. He saw your attack coming, so he made sure my wife walked out some shit where she was blessed and in a strategic position to be able to fucking deflect you with money. You see? And that's what they're hitting us with is money because we're low on money. It ain't going to be like this forever. Eventually, we're going to be back where we have money again. Then what you going to use then? And you can't hit us no more because of our low income. What you going to hit me with then? That's what I wonder. Yeah, you're just gonna hit us with the low money thing. Oh, you're gonna try and cut the water off. Oh, big old mean white devil just gonna deprive people of their due process. We're gonna trot right over there and cut their water off like some fucking South Park cartoon characters or something, man. For real. It's like fucking small town cartoons. Yeah, it's like you got the goddamn check. All right? The fucking office down the hall from you got a check that was sent the same motherfucking day for the same amount. All you got to do is read in the memo. Retard on the check. In the memo, there's a memo. It says one says taxes, one says water. And apply it. Had you did your job and applied that, then these videos wouldn't be getting made. Hello? Okay. Bye. All right, I gotta go. Enough bitching. Man, this just pisses me off. I can't do enough fucking ranting to get it out of my system. It's like, fuck. I'm pissed, yo. These motherfuckers, man, just come out of fucking goddamn woodwork and invaded peace. We were having a peaceful moment. After all this fucking fighting and bullshit, we finally were having some peace. And we can't have no peace. No, these motherfuckers gotta decide they gonna do some shit to her now. Dumb shit, boy.